to dream. And when that dream is materialized, there's nothing better. The impossible dream? Not so for Jack Giambanco, whose dream has led to his creative invention, friendship lights, which represent faith, peace, and unity, while giving hope to those facing adversity. Welcome, Jack, to Looking to Make a Difference. I'm so excited to have you here. I've met you on different occasions, but we never really had a chance to converse.
Yes, this is very special. I was so happy to come today.
Oh, thank you so much. Now, Jack, I grew up in a town where everybody seemed to know everybody else. It was in Suffolk County, and people were called aunt and uncle, even though they weren't your relatives.
Yeah.
We kept our doors open, and parents disciplined other kids. I know that you came from Brooklyn, and that your dad owned a pizzeria, and also a very close family background.
Yes, absolutely.
So what was life like for you growing up as a child?
Oh, well, I had a great childhood. I would work with my dad in the pizzeria and just learn all about, watch him run a pizzeria is unbelievable because there's so many different things you have to prepare. It'll blow your mind when you get the dough, the sauce, and all the products you need to make it. So learning from it's amazing now that I look back on how I invented friendship lights. I realize, wow, I watched my dad do like almost the impossible.
He influenced you tremendously.
Yeah, well, imagine that. He worked so hard to raise a family, and it's these days.
Three sisters? What do you have?
I have two sisters. Yeah, two
I know
awesome
Jackie.
sisters.
You have Jackie.
Jennifer and Josephine.
And Josephine.
Yes, we're three J's: Jennifer, Josephine, and Jack.
Interesting. Well, what I was going to allude to here now is that time passes. And you have always been interested in computers.
Yes.
You're interested in the graphic arts, and
Absolutely.
you're doing really well with it. However, and I don't know why these things all happen at one time, you went through a little bit of a rough time.
Yeah.
Correct? Laid off from work.
Yeah, this
girlfriend,
right.
breakup,
all at once.
and everything.
My
and
whole world was crumbling down at this one point.
And Jack, what's incredible is that when that happens, you look at the news. And you can start to get a little bit depressed.
Yes,
it feels
so
like
true,
everything
so
horrible is happening. And you're very sensitive. You have this
I'm aware. I'm very aware of things.
Sensitivity is a great thing to be.
Oh,
and because you're so aware,
stronger
you have to be very strong in order to feel and be vulnerable, correct?
Yes, so
and
true.
that is who you are. So now in 2012, you not only have a dream, but what a dream. You dream in color. I'd like for you to please share that particular dream.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, like you said, it was the toughest time of my life. My whole world was crumbling down. And on a hot summer night, I had this dream of people from all walks of life and all nationalities united in peace, and they were holding these little lights.
Oh, let's take a look at that, while you're speaking.
And that dream touched me so deep inside. I got up. I spent a year, day and night, on my kitchen table.
14 hours a day, you spent.
Yes, I was laid off. So all day and night, I had a burning desire to make this happen because I saw I felt, not that I saw, I felt the people and the unity, and I just had to do whatever it took. And every day on my kitchen table, day by day, I had so many failures, and so many times I could have just quit.
But you never gave up.
I didn't give up because I had something deep down inside that was just burning. And it's amazing. I would hear my grandfather say to me, little by little. And so I would take it little by little. And using all the knowledge I had and just watching my grandmother make raviolis and my father in the pizzeria and all that work ethic, I just put it all, I channeled it all. And after a year, I created it, and it was just so amazing. I was so happy. They didn't look that great, but I was just running up to people.
Well, let's look at the prototype. Your first prototype.
The first one, it wasn't the best one. Yeah, I cut up a credit card and 2 bottle caps. I taped it together.
Glass, wood.
And I thought it was the most beautiful thing ever, and people were like, what is that,
Now this is where I said that, you have this dreaming ability about you. You call your garage the mythical.
Oh, it's the mythical friendship factory. Actually, there is no factory. It's a myth. It's actually my garage and my apartment.
But what great imagination, creativity to see all of this from the dream and then to actually create it.
Well, I grew up in the 80s a couple of times, so I channeled all that color and energy. I love that. It was such a simple time. It was just simple and peaceful, and it was just fun, and I want to bring that back with friendship.
Can I tell you, that's what I see in the friendship life. It's that return
to thank you for
beauty.
seeing that, because that's really
absolutely, and to giving to others. And I want to ask you, you're giving so much to others, and your nephews, when they were there and they fell in love with it, the appeal for kids, my granddaughter Molly couldn't be here today, and she wanted to meet you to get a friendship light.
Yeah, well, we'll save her one.
Yeah. But I think what it is that it's a return to fantasy dreams.
Yes.
It's don't give up hope. There's light at the end of the, am I right?
Yeah.
Light
yeah,
at the
exactly
end of the
right.
tunnel, and it's your dream. Hang on to it. And friendship. When you did the first ones with your sister, and you went into, what was it, Hurricane Sandy?
Well, what happened was, I'm from Brooklyn, so Hurricane Sandy hit. We all lost power. And by candlelight, I asked my sister to come over, and we made friendship lights, and at that time I had 100 batteries, and we were able to make 100 friendship lights, and we gave them out to the people in the streets and their children, and you'd look out, and all you see was little green lights walking everywhere. It was amazing, and still to this day, years later, people come to me, they say, thank you, my children, and we were comforted. This light was stood on, it was so bright.
Yeah, well, you had on some of the parks, if I'm not mistaken. If you need a smile, take this light.
Yeah,
if you need a friend.
I'll tell you, after I invented it, I was still lonely. So what I did, I would go out in front of hospitals or the parks or wherever I thought people would need a smile, and I'd put a note, I'd attach a note, put it on the ground, and the note said, if you're sad, lonely, or missing someone special, please take this free friendship light. And I'd put them randomly, and it's a phenomenon because people would walk by. First, they'd be surprised. They'd look down.
They look at, what is this?
They read the first few sentences, and they start to smile. They get their phones out. They take a picture. If they see me, I can't tell you how many times they'd run, hug me, cry, share their story. And that's why I said, wait a second. I know why I was put through all this trouble and heartache was to share other people's stories.
Absolutely.
So that's why I base it on. And, I get a pleasure out of people sharing having a connection with Friendship Life.
Now, you've done so much for other people. How has this helped you?
I believe if you help others, I believe in karma, and even if that person doesn't help you, somebody else will.
And the law of
attraction, because that's what friendship lights are based on. And the way it works, this one's on already, but when you get it, it's off. You pull the tab.
The tag to it. Go ahead.
The light goes on, and you make a wish. And legend has it that your wish will come true, just like mine did when I created them from a dream. And it's based on the law of attraction.
You're sharing this beautiful gift with everybody else.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that. Let's talk a little bit about it, because you do have a patent on it, so if we talk a little bit about it, it's okay.
You can talk as much. I'm not afraid of anybody taking my dream, because I don't see how they can have it.
Because I want to ask you about this. Now, you help me out, because I'm not that mechanical, but there are people out there who probably are. You want to take a battery and you connect it to a light diode?
Yeah, it's very simple. It's just a battery.
I was hoping I said the word correctly. Anode, cathode.
The technology is pretty simple, but it is using some really high-tech stuff, like an LED light, which is drawing very little power from the battery, and that's why it can stay on so long.
So that's why it stays on for a year, LED?
Up to a year. The way it should, because, it should stay on, because every day you look at it, and the way it works is you think of your dream and wish in life, and do something very little to reach it, and it's amazing when you look back and say, wow, I don't believe how far I've come.
What does your family think about all this?
Well, my family at first thought, like, what is this? What are you doing? What is it? It's the ugliest thing, 'cause it didn't look so nice in the beginning. Now it's so beautiful. Now it's very beautiful and more refined.
You have odors, you have colors, you have so many different...
Yeah, now, and we do your... I mean, I made you the special edition with your photo on it and the name of your show.
That's amazing. That is
and I've
so
made
beautiful.
you a special batch for you.
How long does it take you to do each one?
Now I'm using 3D printing technology.
Okay.
So it does take a while, though. It takes about a half hour for it to actually fully create, but after that you do have to assemble and create the package.
Absolutely.
There's so many steps involved, but
people would not know that.
You would not realize. Like, if you look at my social media, you'll see pitch photos with me out or with so many people, but that's like 1% of it. They don't. You got to realize that 99% of it is me alone, just working and dreaming.
I know, we're going to
and
talk about
trying,
some of the things on your website. I know that what also helped you is your martial arts.
Yes.
So how do you feel about that?
Well, I recommend everybody would take their child, or if you're an adult, go to martial arts.
Right. Helped you through this.
It helped me so much. I wasn't always disciplined, and I just, but going every day, and I have a very strict sensei, Sensei Louis Neglia, who was out here on the island, and he's one of the toughest around, but you go through his program, you really
grow through it.
You grow through it.
Now, I know you're on Instagram, you're on Facebook, you have an official page.
Yeah, I have all that stuff. You can just Google Friendship Lights. You'll just find me. Just Google Friendship Lights.
Let's talk about on your website then. You have a model team that you like to give a shout
it's amazing.
out.
This is a new thing. So with Friendship Lights and all the people I've been meeting, I've been using it as a platform. I use photography, modeling, and interesting scenes. And it's all for anti-bully or autism awareness.
Yeah, I have
and
a
it's
whole
all volunteers.
list.
All my models are
Yes.
volunteers. These are amazing performers, artists, models. And they volunteer to do the shoots, and it's a lot. We have a lot of fun.
You have a lot of fun.
We wear the Friendship Lights gear.
Because
And
it's all for good causes.
yeah.
It's all about giving back,
Yeah.
helping different people. And it's amazing.
Yeah,
how
and it's not
people
only the
have been
photos.
together.
The dream team, which I call
Yes,
my team,
yes.
we go to hospitals, we visit patients.
Well, we're going to get to that. I
yeah,
know
so
you have
it's-
T-shirts. You have a
Yeah.
VIP club.
Yeah, if you want
I'd
to
like
be a part of the
mention
club,
that.
just come on the
Collects his
site.
items. He signs them for you. He goes to hospitals with his activity programs. And do you sell
so
that
exciting.
store? Do you sell things in the store?
That was a
17?
seasonal store.
That was seasonal.
We should have
Okay.
another one coming up this season, so I'll announce it.
I want to mention that. Yeah, we want to get that out there. You have done your own work all yourself for the Pink event. I imagine that was for breast cancer.
Breast cancer
Kittens
awareness.
with a Mission. What was that?
Yeah, well, Kittens with a Mission is Don Oriolo's group.
And
he
he
created
did
Felix the
Felix the
Cat, and
Cat.
he
Okay, I was
Casper,
wondering.
his dad. He inherited
I
from his
was
dad. and-
wondering how Don
Yeah,
Oriole...
he's been such a big supporter of Friendship Lights, and for him, he's just an amazing artist. And for me, I look up to him. So for him to support Friendship Lights and
Do you know how many people look up to you?
oh, it's just an honor.
It's
And I
incredible.
pray every day that I just
Keep
I'm a
doing
positive
what you're
influence on
supposed to
people.
do.
Because I'm just a human, you know. I just pray that I help people.
You know that ripple? You know that ripple in the pond that keeps
Yeah,
spreading?
yeah.
That's what you're doing. Lincoln Hospital Recovery Center.
Yes.
Hurricane Harvey. I'm just mentioning a few. You have assisted at Coney Island Hospital
Yep, on a
cancer
regular
patients.
basis, yeah.
I want this out there. There was a young lady that you also helped with leukemia.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You have anti-bullying, vets, autism. In fact, my good friends, Judy San Roman
Oh, Judy,
and
yes.
Jill Shrub, good friends of mine. They came to actually, they were at my house right after they did that segment with you.
Oh, wow.
Joe D'Onofrio.
Yes, Joseph.
Love
Yep.
him.
He's a great guy.
Christina
Fontanelli,
Fontanelli.
oh,
We're some
wow.
of the same friends. And you mentioned Alec Baldwin because of Danny DeMeo. You got a chance
William
to...
William DeMeo, yeah.
And his son, Chris
Christian,
DeMeo.
who's on the Dream
This
Team.
ring is from Alec's mother.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've done some events with her,
Beautiful.
with modeling and things like that.
Oh.
Well, we're going to close with all our guests today because you have a special surprise for us. So let's bring everybody back.
All right.
We're all assembled here, and Jack, I understand you have a surprise for us.
Yes, I made you a special batch of Gail King Friendship Lights. And they have your photo on them. They're collector's editions. We all have one. And I'm going to give you this a special pink one.
Oh.
And the way it works, you're going to pull the tab, and we're all going to make a special wish for Gail. And let's all make a special wish for these pups that they get. These pups that they get a home. And this is yours, right? You're not giving this one.
No.
So Gail, here's your. Should I put it around your neck?
Sure,
All right.
please. Thank you so much. I'm honored.
All right.
And my
There you
wish
go.
is that babies will be taken care of at Little Shelter.
Yeah. All right, so let's pull this tab, and we'll all make a special wish for Gail. Hold the sides and pull really hard. There you go, just like that.
And Jack, if you would.
Oh, you got
Hold
it.
one tab, please.
I'll pull your
Pull
tab.
mine for me.
There you go.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. See?
Like mine does. There we go.
Yay.
And let's all hold them up for good luck. With Gail's picture in the front.
Oh. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for having me on the
thank
show
you.
and for spreading the word about Friendship Lights and all the good you do.
Thank you, and thank you to all my guests. This has been a fabulous time. Thank you, everybody.